All right. I'm a police misconduct expert. I'm also a retired detective, and I'll be taking a formal statement just to get the facts down. We will be assisting you through the process. If you have any issues concerning your safety or anything else, Mr. Miller can give you some numbers where to contact us, or we can email them to you. But for now, let's start with just getting the information down in terms of the problem. So if you can start by telling me what it is that you have a concern about, and if it's a law enforcement matter that we need to report, you can tell me the details. If there are things we need to keep out or withhold for now, we can do that as well. Okay?
Okay.
All right, so just start by telling me what happened.
Well, I don't even know where to start. It's just been ongoing off and on for a couple of years, and I believe that he's either got some sort of bipolar disorder, or it could be a combination of his steroid use and that. So I'm not a doctor, so I can't diagnose the issue there, but he's just abusive. I mean, it was a physical, mental, and verbal abusive situation constantly. I mean, he was controlling and possessive and threatened me, and he threatened to kill me a couple times, and he didn't threaten to kill himself. He took his gun, put it to his head, put it in his mouth, laid on the couch with it in front of me and my son.
Okay, hold on. This is a lot. Whoa, slow down. I want to go through it systematically. So let's start with he's being abusive and hostile and temperamental and all that. Now, you described some actual behaviors, though, that I want to focus in on. When you say that he's violent and so on, has he ever struck you?
With a fist?
With anything?
No, he's always threatened to. I mean, he spit on me one time in front of my son and his friend that was over one night, and he spit on me and drew his fist back. He was going to hit me, and my son stopped it.
Okay, so he did spit in your face, though, at one point. Now, aside from that...
several times.
Okay, aside from the spitting, he hasn't actually punched you, but he has made threats that he might hit you.
Oh my God, yes. I mean, he's choked me. I mean, he fights. He trains over at Jack McVicker's in Terre Haute, and he trains to fight. He knows exactly how to, get control of me or anybody, if you ask me. I mean, he had me to where, it was a repetitive thing the whole night for like 2 hours. He would choke me and throw my head into a pillow because I packed his stuff out and told him I wanted him to move out. And he said he wasn't going anywhere, and I wasn't filing for divorce, and hit me with a shoe that was on the floor and hit himself with it. And I had the baby in the bed with me, and then when the baby woke up, thank God, he quit.
So he was actually, he has gotten physical. Even if he hasn't punched you, throwing something at you or hitting you with an object is physical. So that counts. So let's mark that down as a serious issue, and we'll come back to that. Now, I'd like for you to go to some of the other things that he's done. Has this been something when did it start, essentially, in terms of the upscale of the violence and hostility? Is it something recent? Is it over a couple of years?
Oh, no, this is recent. This has been, the worst of the worst has been in the last couple of years.
Okay. And have there been any witnesses to any of these incidents?
Yeah, my son, my oldest son, his friend. I don't know exactly what all my other kids have seen. I know my daughter was there. It was like a couple weeks ago when he woke me up at 4 o'clock in the morning and threw a chair into my TV and busted it, put a hole in the wall because I wouldn't call into his work and tell him he was in a wreck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
okay.
that was the last of the incidents.
Okay. And is he still employed as a police officer?
Oh yeah, he works for his dad.
He works for his dad. Hold on, he works for his dad?
Yeah, in Danville, Indiana. His dad got him on up there. I even told his dad, I made his dad aware of the situation before he even hired him about the steroids. I took pictures of him and sent them to him, told him he was abusive and what he done, and it totally was ignored.
Okay,
my concern then was that the man needed help. I said, somebody needs to intervene and help this guy.
Okay, have you updated them on the continual abuse?
Yeah, I told his dad again, and again, he forwarded all my messages to Chris, and Chris called me about it, and yelled at me over the phone about telling his dad what he's been doing, and it's none of his dad's business, and to leave his dad out of it.
Okay. He said it's none of his dad's business.
Yeah, he was like, there's nothing you're going to do because I'm not going to lose my job, is what he told me. He's like, I don't know what you're trying to do, but I'm not going to lose my job.
Okay. So he thinks he's protected even if he continues in the behavior.
Of course. I mean, he has been for the past 6 years. Every time I called the police, it was, what are you doing, both, Teresa? Because, we're friends with him. I'm like, we were here as a cop. I called 911. You guys need to do something.
So let me just be clear about this. The other police officers in the area have come to your home when you've called and told you that they can't do anything because they're friends with him?
Basically, yeah. I mean, that's what they would say. Well, I'm caught in the middle here. Well, you know what? You're here as a cop. You're not here as a friend to him. And I even had the dispatcher from the county on the phone. She's like, I'm not going to hang up with you. And I said, well, I don't want you to hang up with me. And then when the officer got there, she hung up with me, but he wouldn't do anything. I said, I want to report. And he was like, fine, I'll do this. And then I ended up going to my parents, and he brought me the report. My dad even came out. He's like, you guys need to do something before he kills her. What's wrong with you people?